anti-gay comments he made in a magazine interview. This morning, many are wondering if this could be the beginning of the end of the popular show that has millions of fans and has become an industry unto itself. ABC's Rena Ninan has the story.
Laura, good morning to you. The comments putting Duck Dynasty's Phil Robertson in some hot water after offending the gay community. This morning, many are wondering how it'll affect his family and franchise. They're best known for their duck calls. But this morning, Duck Dynasty is making headlines for off-camera drama. Overnight, Phil Robertson, the star of the A&E hit show, has been suspended indefinitely from filming the reality show after making controversial remarks regarding homosexuality in the January issue of GQ.
Making some comments that many would say are homophobic, connecting homosexuality to a sin.
Among quotes we cannot mention here on morning television, Robertson says being gay, quote, "It's not logical, my man. It's just not logical." Robertson telling the magazine he doesn't judge anyone, saying whether they're homosexuals, drunks, terrorists, we let God sort them out later. You see what I'm saying? But later adds, they won't inherit the kingdom of God. Don't deceive yourself. It's not right.
He was basing his comments on some biblical verse. And, these are views that a lot of people hold. So the question then becomes, is him expressing his views that are based on his religious views something that should get him kicked off the show?
A&E tells ABC News we are extremely disappointed to have read Phil Robertson's comments.
Whatever fires you up.
And the Duck Dynasty patriarch also responded, releasing his own statement overnight, saying, "My mission today is to go forth and tell people about why I follow Christ. However, I would never treat anyone with disrespect just because they are different from me." Duck Dynasty is a ratings machine for A&E, bringing in almost 10 million viewers a week, leaving many wondering this morning if this could be the end of the mega franchise with the mega ratings.
I think that's the big question. He's part of that family, so there is that certain dynamic that people enjoy watching.
The Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation, GLAAD, has fired back, calling the comments vile and extreme, while others, like Sarah Palin, defended Robertson on Facebook, saying, quote, "Free speech is an endangered species."
Rena, thank you so much. And that issue of GQ hits newsstands December 24th. We want to bring in ABC News consultant and public relations expert Howard Bragman. Howard, A&E obviously doesn't know what to do. He's suspended indefinitely. What does Phil Robertson do, though, to fix this?
Well, the question is, does he want to fix it? Is he willing to go to a deeper level and understanding and see why his remarks offended so many people? And we can't even talk about on a morning show how truly vile and offensive his remarks were, not just to the gay community, but to the African-American community, too, Lara. They go much deeper than what we've talked about.
Really outrageous statements. The family never has made, they've always been very open about their religious beliefs. Do you think the show could survive without him, the patriarch?
He's on suspension indefinitely. It doesn't mean that he's not coming back. I think A&E wants to see how he handles it. So far, it's been, frankly, a little ham-handed. He said, "I didn't try and offend anyone." Well, he did offend people. When we look at the rates of bullying in our schools, when we look at the suicide rate among young lesbians and gays, he used religion as a weapon and not the tool it's meant to be.
As we said, ratings dynamo. Do you see A&E bringing him back because this is such a big business for them? And if so, how do they do it, letting people know that they acknowledge how outrageous and offensive these comments are?
Well, I think they did. I think they made a very quick and unequivocal decision. They took their biggest show, a $400 million franchise, and put it at risk to do the right thing. And I think we have to applaud their courageousness, number one. Number two, they have to work with Phil. Let him understand what he did was offensive. Let him make a true apology. Let him have a cathartic moment. And then I think he can potentially come back. But these kind of shows, reality shows, they thrive on controversy. And other things have happened in other shows. This doesn't mean a death knell for the show. It just means potentially a transition.
Yeah, transition, all right. Thank you so much, Howard Bragman. Work to be done there.
We have an update now on the